we feel, and I say we, and I think I'm speaking for all the elected leadership of Troup County, that a healthy community has to have a healthy parks and recreation function. We have a lot of children that participate in our programs, from First Tee to Zumba, and the list is getting longer by the day of what we offer. And those programs are not only about recreation and exercise, but they're teaching about life skills. And we feel like that it is an inherent part of what any healthy community does. Sometimes I think the term park and rec is a little bit of a misnomer, because most people think of it in terms of the soccer field or the softball diamond or whatever the case may be. We can't leave out our senior center. We doubled our senior center 2 years ago, and a big part of that funding was graciously given to us by one of the seniors who use that facility. They take trips, they have educational sessions, they have exercise classes. It is a point of congregation for many, many of our senior citizens. And so the term park and rec is much broader than just what we traditionally think about in terms of sport. My grandchildren now are playing in the system, and I go every Saturday morning to watch Hayden Wolf play soccer. You can't find a parking place. Every grandparent's there. Aunts and uncles are there. It is a family event, I think, to the highest degree. So I think that for the ones in our community that don't appreciate what we have, I'd just like to ask them to take a little closer look at how many lives in this community are positively touched by park and recreation, not to mention the millions of dollars that it brings in with the World Series and all the tournaments that we have here, and our teams going to other places to play in tournaments, which is a life experience for a lot of these kids and the coaches. So I think it has tremendous impact, far more than we really give credit to in this community.
Gosh, Ricky, just think if you were to ask the restaurants and the local hotels, has it made an impact on their business and our community to have these new ball fields and these tournaments coming into town?
No question.
They fill up completely on the weekends.
No question.
And really, there's a bigger picture, too, for Parks and Recreation. Imagine that this SPLOST money had not been used to upgrade our facilities to create these new ball fields. There's a quality of life question that almost every industrial prospect asks when they look at our community. What amenities, what quality of life is available for their employees if they're going to bring their executives into our town? How do your libraries look? How do your Parks and Recreation look? How does your infrastructure look? Well, Parks and Recreation says a lot about a community when we're putting money in for the future of our children. Instead of just letting them wing it after school or in the summertime, we've got facilities and programs that help build character and keep them busy in the afternoons. And I think that's very important and says a lot about our community.
No question. No question. And that also is a point that every elected official in this county feels exactly the same way we do about Park and Rec. And so I think if there was ever a solidified view of the importance of a function to a community, we certainly have it in Park and Recreation.